Hi friends, here's a quick full body flow class. I hope you enjoyed this yoga experience and I'll see you on the mat. So we're gonna start today's practice in downward dog. So fan your fingers wide and root through the index finger and thumb. Then lift your hips and find this upside down V shape in your downward dog and pedal out your feet. And we'll treat downward dog for a few breaths like a centering meditation, tuning into the focus of your breathing, really spreading out the fingers wide. You can pedal your feet, wake up the backs of the legs, shake your head, yes, let your head be like a weight that helps traction the spine. And find that length and lift through your lower back. And consider what your intention is for practice today. What's your reason, your why for practicing? Let that help inspire the effort you put in. And as you inhale, lift the heels, we're going to float into a plank. And then as you exhale, soften your knees and sweep back up to downward dog. And 2 more times like that. Inhale, wave to your plank. Soften the knees on your exhale, sweep back up to downward dog. And we'll wave into plank. Sweep back up into downward dog. And then come into plank, bring your knees down. Exhale, hips to heels. Then stand up on your knees. Take your hands into imaginary pockets, point your elbows straight back and lift your chest into a back bend. We're going to inhale and then exhale, slowly bring your hips toward the heels. Walk your hands forward, coming into tented fingers. Then lift your belly and slide your right foot through, right between the hands. And we'll start with the right hand on the back, looking to the right for that twist. Inhale. Exhale, hands are going to frame that front foot. Lift your left heel and spin that left heel right to the floor. Then press through the ball of your right foot and drag your right sitting bone back. And then we're going to take the left hand right on your back for this triangle variation. Right hand on the outside of your right heel, or it can be on your ankle. Left hand on your back, or you could swipe your hand around and try to bind on top of the right thigh and gently look to the left. And we'll bend the right knee, then press through the ball of the right foot to drag that right leg straight. And just bend and straighten a couple times, trying to put a little less weight in your right fingertips. And you can go ahead and look down at your right foot and give your neck a little rest. And then when you bend that right knee, start to drop that left shoulder down. We're going to come right into reverse warrior. Left hand to left thigh, right arm sweeps up and over. For an inhale. Exhale, let's cartwheel forward. And then hands frame that front foot and step back to downward dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it out. Wave into plank. Hug your elbows in, lower all the way down, chaturanga. And then we'll inhale into a cobra. Shoulders down and back, looking up. And then exhale back to child's pose, toes tucked. And then go ahead and stand up on your knees again, belly in. Take your hands in imaginary back pockets, and as you inhale, take that back bend. Exhale, belly in, and then walk your hands forward, tented fingers. Slide your left foot through. Left hand a little wider than the shoulder. Right hand a little wider than the shoulder, left hand on your back. You can have the back toes tucked and take a gentle twist. Hug that left knee in towards your midline. And inhale and exhale. Hands frame that front foot as you tuck the back toes if they aren't already. Lift your right thigh and then spin that right heel down and start to straighten that left leg all the way. Take your right hand onto your back or swipe it around. Try to bind on top of that left thigh. So we're pressing through the ball of the left foot and tractioning that left sitting bone straight back. And rooting through the outer edge of that right foot. Good. So that right hip point can roll forward and down slightly, and we'll look at the left foot. We're going to bend that left knee and then press the leg straight. Bend and straighten and bend and straighten. And when you bend, left knee over the heel, start to come into reverse warrior. Right hand to right thigh, left arm reaches up and over. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, slow cartwheel. Hands frame that front foot. Swing the right heel over the toes, step into plank pose. Lower all the way down. Take your feet flat. Reach your arms around. Take locust pose, Shalabhasana. Rooting through the hips, inhale, everything lifts up. You can interlace your fingers, track them straight back. Look forward, and then release, palms under elbows. Press up into tabletop. Walk your knees forward, cross your ankles, sit behind your heels, and extend your legs out straight. With our legs extending out straight, take your tented fingers alongside your hips, point your elbows back, and sit tall in Dandasana, pose of the staff, lifting up through the crown of the head. Shoulder blades glide down the back. And we're breathing. And we're opening the toes and bring your soles of feet together, knees splay open. Inch your hips forward a little bit, tented fingers. Lift the side ribs. Look up on the inhale. Exhale, start to fold forward. Reach your fingertips away from the hips and let your chin drop towards your body for a couple breaths. We find that space of the inhale in the back ribs. And a long, slow exhale all the way out. Good. And then slowly sitting up. Bring your knees together, open your heels out toward a V, Upavista Konasana. Start to lean forward and take your hands toward your ankles or your feet and spread the chest forward into that wide-legged forward fold. It's nice to let an exhale out your mouth every now and then to calm your nerves. Slowly come on up. Interlace your fingers, press your palms right up toward the sky. And then we're going to turn to the right, back to center, turn to the left, back to center, turn to the right, back to center, turn to the left. Cactus, back to center, turn to the right, and turn to the left. Strong core, turn to the right, turn to the left. So you have to really kind of burn through that center midline a little bit. Good. And then come back, reach your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, pull your knuckles away. Inhale, exhale, lean forward again, reach for your toes or your ankles, just for a moment. And then we're gonna sit up and take our hands under the knees, lift your knees together, zip your feet together, flex your feet, extend your thumbs forward, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come all the way down on the back. Once you arrive on your back, feel the floor support you. Wiggle your toes. Bring your heels a little closer together, and then hug your right knee in toward your sideways. Take a squeeze. Rest that area between the shoulder blades. Then slide that right heel out and reach your arms overhead for an inhale. Exhale, hug that left knee in and give a little squeeze. And then extend that left heel out. We're going to inhale, reach long, toes to fingers. When you exhale, hug both knees in and rock side to side. Massage your back out on the ground. And let both knees go over to the right. Open your arms to a T. Gentle supine twist. Look to your left. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, belly to spine. Looking down towards your knees, pull your knees back into center. Let your knees go to the left. Turn your face to the right gently. Right hip wraps away from the chin. And we inhale belly, and we exhale. Feel that belly hug into the spine. Then looking at the knees, hug the knees in, give a little squeeze, and we'll find full happy baby, reaching for the outside of the ankles or feet. Broad collarbones. Lift your head, look toward your tail, pull your feet toward your knees as you exhale, and release, feet to the floor. Knees knock into touch. Rest your hands on your belly and take a brief constructive rest pose, Shavasana. If you press your feet firmly away and just kind of rock the feet away from the hips, you can massage your back a little bit, right up through the tail. And then just let everything go. Let the thigh bones rest in those hip sockets. Know that you are supported and safe right now, and invite compassion for your entire self, your whole being, all the parts of you, mind, body, spirit. Find that quality of relaxation along the spine, back of head melting all the way down through the triangular and spacious sacral plane of the lower back. And consider your intention again for practice today. What was your reason for practicing? And can you also invite gratitude for anything at all today? Letting that help uplift you. A lot of light and space flowing through all the joints. We'll start to windshield wiper gently, waking up, bringing out. Then float your arms up, little cactus. Imagine you're hitting the restart button on your whole self. Then hug your knees in gently. Take your time to come on up to sit, finding your way up again into an upright seat. Bring your hands to heart center. And thank you for practicing. I'm wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. And I appreciate you being here for a very quick, kind of fast-paced practice today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Subscribe, like, share, hit that super thanks. That's great. See you next time. Take care.